husband habits. Okay, I have a list of what a lot of wives from around the country have said when asked the question, like, what's the most annoying thing your husband does? I'm going to talk to the husbands here. What would your wife say is your most annoying habit that for some reason you just don't correct?
Yeah.
Lunchbox?
If I don't eat my toenails or fingernails, I leave them laying on the couch.
Ugh.
That is just gross. That's,
not
husband. That's a
annoying.
human
Gosh,
thing.
I
That's
just-
disgusting.
That's a gross.
I physically gag when
And
he
tells
talks
you,
about
I know.
that.
She tells you that, like, please throw your toenails away, or please eat them and don't leave them on the couch.
Or the kids will see him and be like, "Oh, Dad's toenails are here," and my wife will be like,
Why do you leave them there? Why don't you just?
"I just forget.
Okay.
I get busy." Probably that I throw the clothes in the bathtub.
Also, another wild
weird.
thing that it's not dirty clothes. He throws all his dirty stuff in the bathtub.
Yeah. But she started doing it too, so she can't say anything.
I feel like sometimes she just has to give up.
Can't beat him, join him.
And the
Right.
toilet paper, like when it runs out, I don't put it, like I don't hook the new one into there. I just set it on there.
What?
The new roll, you know what I mean? I just set it on the
I
holder.
feel that.
Why not just put it on?
I would do that occasionally too. It's
She that annoys the crap out of her. Or I leave. Yeah.
or you leave what? For
I
weeks at
mean,
a
just
time and
dirty
don't-
dishes.
Oh.
Just
Got it.
dirty dishes.
Everything, basically.
Yeah. The dirty clothes in the bathtub is so weird. Your family did that?
No, my family didn't do it. We had a.
So where'd that come from? What's the first time you ever put your dirty clothes in the bathtub?
When I owned my first house, I didn't have a hamper, and there was one of those bathtubs, and usually I would throw the empty shampoo bottles over the thing in because it had a stand up and then it had a bathtub, and so I
The
just throw
stand
the
up the shower?
yeah, like a stand
A
up
separate shower.
Yeah.
And so the bathtub is something I'd never used, and so I was like, oh, clothes and empty
Recycling.
shampoo bottles will just go in there.
So you turn that into a trash can.
Yeah.
But now you still use it as a dirty clothes hamper. Do you have to remove them to take a shower?
No, it's a separate thing. It's
it.
the bathtub doesn't get used.
Except for dirty clothes.
Dirty clothes.
Right. Okay. I think my wife, she gets the most annoyed at me. Let's say I have bread. You know how the bread's spun and got the little thing to hold it.
Yeah, the twisty tie.
Twisty tie. So what I do is if I finish, I never put the twisty tie back on. I'm very much against twisty tie being back
boy.
on. I never put it back on, and I do this with bread and chips. And so I'll ball it up, and then I push it up against something to hold it.
That's good.
And so just random places in the house, there's like pushed up bags of chips that are holding it closed. And I just wherever is like a stable thing to, they'll be like it's next on a book. There'll be chips. So it really annoys her when she comes through and there's
Yeah,
bags
go get a chip clip.
that aren't clipped or closed in any way. They're just rolled and pushed up against something so they don't unroll and spoil.
At least you're trying to keep them from getting stale.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm very anti-twisty.
Or chip clip.
It's a lot of work to retwist tie it. I get that.
Exactly.
It's not that much work.
Yeah.
That one and just everywhere I go, I turn the air way down,
Yeah,
and I
it's
forget sometimes.
We hate that here.
It's freezing.
Yeah.
My hands are frozen right
cold
now.
now.
It was
Yeah.
62 the other day here. Do you realize that?
I forget sometimes, like I'll leave, and then she'll come home and I've been upstairs and it's freezing, and she's like, "There's no reason for it to be freezing here." Like she needs. So I probably not just that turning the air cold, but leaving it, just walking off and leaving it is probably something she gets annoyed by. Bad husband habit. You?
Mine is just that I don't listen.
Well, that's a pretty big one.
But,
Yeah.
but I try. Like, and I even say like, all right, what time is the game tonight? She's like 8:00. Got it. And then like later in the day, I'm like, all right, what time is the game again? She's like, I put it in the calendar. Just it's in the calendar. And I've told
Do
you.
you have a calendar? You said you don't have a calendar.
She's made me a calendar.
But do you use it?
No, and
That-
I'd rather just ask like, what time is the game? I'm sorry, I forgot. What time was the game?
But when you think that, can't you just look at the calendar? Like when instead of asking.
Well, now she's like, I'm not telling you. Just look at the calendar. I'd be like, okay, I gotta get my phone. Look at the calendar.
don't listening is like a big one. That's a big fundamental one.
But I try. Like, I just don't retain it.
No, you don't try.
I do.
I don't try to shut the chips. Let's be honest. It's a quick way for me to get move. But if I really tried, I'd walk and get a twisty, or I'd walk and get a clip. You're not trying. Let's be honest.
Yeah, embrace the calendar, Eddie.
You're not trying.
You're not trying.
Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
Pretty much perfect.
Yeah, I always close the chip bag.
Well, no, we're not comparing. Well, I always put dirty clothes in the dirty clothes and not the
Yeah,
bathtub.
I do that too.
Here's some of the big ones. You guys can tell us if you do this. Leaving wet towels on the floor.
No,
No.
I hang them.
I go to dirty clothes. Once my towel touches my beehole,
What?
it's dead.
You don't reuse a towel?
If I don't touch my beehole.
But why do you have to? Okay,
You always
I
have to
don't
dry
wanna
your
know.
beehole.
I don't want to know. Just, okay.
Oh, I just hang it over the bathtub.
How can you go without drying that?
Okay, we don't need to talk about it.
But as soon as it touches it, it's dead. Dead towel.
You
dead
really-
dead towel walking. I yell that and I put it in the dirty
That's
clothes.
amazing.
Burping. No, my wife can burp louder and she does than I do.
Yeah, I don't burp.
Yeah, I burp.
Lack of personal hygiene. I do at times get told I need to shower more, not because I stink and I shower after I work out. Sometimes I just forget to eat or shower. If I've got like 100 things going on, those are the two things I forget. Eating first, sometimes showering second.
Seems like a basic necessity.
Probably. Picking nose. I mean, I pick it as much as it needs to be picked.
I mean, if I can't breathe, I pick.
I do this a lot, like squeeze my nose.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's just scratching the top. Like, that's not really picking.
Passing gas.
All the
I do
time.
that.
No, I don't fart at my wife. I do so many things that are probably not appealing that I think I cannot fart on her.
Well, I don't aim it at her or anything, but if we're sitting on the couch and I got to let one roll, got to let it roll.
But you fart when we work out. Like, why do you do that around us?
That's natural. If I'm doing a squat,
Yeah, no, he does that, Amy. He'll be in the mid squat and be like,
but I believe if the body is
Like, that's what they say in yoga, like, let it
let it
out.
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
no.
I'm not trying
And
to
it's
keep
so-
it.
it's
I'm not trying
already
to keep the
hot in
romance
there.
with Eddie and myself. You know,
ugh.
No.
not picking up after yourself. I pick up after myself pretty good.
I mean, shoes are kind of a problem for me.
Yeah, I'm iffy on that one.
Over drinking.
Nah,
Not
not
anymore.
anymore. We're good now, dude.
Sleeping in really late.
No, I can't do it.
Can't do that.
You can't do that because the kids or your body won't allow you.
Kids.
Got it.
A little bit of both.
If I sleep really late, my wife like loves it and will make it quiet because I never sleep. So if I do sleep, like she'll come turn the air down. She'll like make it happen.
Keep them asleep.
Yeah, keep him asleep. And then finally, not stacking dishes.
I don't know what that means.
How about
put 'em
not
away?
doing dishes? Yeah.
No, I don't really put them
Yeah, like in the sink, just let them pile up.
Oh, yeah, they stack.
I did dishes one time. I'm gonna tell you a story. This should be a book. I did dishes one time, and there are dishes all in the sink, and I wake up really early in the morning, and I spent that morning putting the dishes up, put them in the dishwasher, did thing. Never was acknowledged. Never did them again.
This is so annoying because
Exactly.
no,
Thank
Bobby,
you.
no.
It is so annoying. I came home already. I was ready for a
No,
parade or
it's
something.
not what she said.
Happy New Year type stuff. Like you did the dishes. You know what? It was so annoying. Never was acknowledged. And then I said, hey, I never got acknowledged for doing the dishes. And she was like, oh, you did the dishes? I was like, the end.
Okay.
Last time you ever did
Last
dishes?
time I ever did the dishes.
My point was, you live there. You're an equal partner there. You should be doing dishes. It's expected. Like, you want applause for doing something that you should do.
If she feeds the dogs or takes the trash out, I'm like, hey, thanks for doing that. I really appreciate that. We have our own little deals we do.
And is she sort of like, hey, I bet you her attitude about it is like, I live here. I'm going to take care of the dogs.
Well,
and
she's
all.
mature, and I'm not. But that's the last time we do the dishes around that house.
I used to say, like, my dad never did the dishes.
Oh, I don't do that.
Oh,
that
gosh.
didn't fly
That's
very
not
well.
going to go.
That's smart.
Sometimes if I don't come home from work, I'm like, my dad never came home.
Oh.
I thought you didn't like making dad jokes.
I said that off air.
I know, but like, then it makes me
That's
feel
because
bad.
you were making it about me, and I was like, I don't like that. I like when I make them.
I know, but I thought, okay,
Amy said to me, this was Amy's joke. You'll never be a good father.
that's not what I
I
said.
know, and I was like, well, that's rude.
That was
Not what I
weird.
Yep,
said.
it is what
Amy,
it is.
Amy, that's not even
That was
funny.
right. That's what I
Okay,
said.
no,
Like, Amy, that's not a joke. That's like a
That
dig.
is. That's true.
That's not what I
That's
said.
it. Okay, thank you all. All you husbands out there, do a better job. All right, Bobby Bones Show.
It's a Bobby Bones Show.